Hello and welcome to NewFilmmakers Los Angeles in partnership with Movie Maker magazine. My name is Danny DeLillo and we're here at the Cameras Los Angeles showroom in West Hollywood, and I'm here with director Kevin Breslin with his feature film Blowtorch. Let's take a look at a clip.
Michael!
What happened to Dave?
She's making me nervous, you know? I mean, she bothers me day and night. She knows.
Stop trying to play cop. You're in way over your head.
You tell me who murdered my son!
I don't know who killed Dave.
Kevin, it's like amazing to have you in the studio, and thank you for flying in all the way over from New York City to be here today. Tell us a brief synopsis of Blowtorch.
Blowtorch is a story about a mother who's inexorable. Her son was murdered in the streets of Brooklyn over a botched drug deal, and she went to the police for an answer, and they told her, we'll take care of the police business, you go home and take care of your family. She did that without any results. She'd call and ask, what happened? Do you have any news on my son? He tell me, please, I need to know. And each day it would drive her more mad. She started to become so frustrated that she started to do simple police investigating work on her own, and the cops told her stop it. They were realizing she was onto something. It's based on a true story, and she just kept going and digging up information bit by bit, little by little, without using a weapon, without any help from anyone, until she discovered the murderer of her son. It was another teenager.
It's honestly such an incredible story. I thoroughly, enjoy watching the most incredible performances. But your inspiration came from somewhere particularly in making this film.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, I had known a woman whose son was murdered. He was beaten to death, and I used to just see how it made her feel, and I'd pay attention to her. And I thought, wow, this could be a good idea for a movie, a woman as opposed to a guy or a tough guy chasing down somebody. An innocent, almost helpless woman, a mother staying at home raising kids who was divorced, and she couldn't take no for an answer from the authorities. And so she went out and did it little by little, being an investigator, doing all the legwork, criminal work, almost interviewing people. And she started to get caught up in the world of criminals, and she was fearless about it. She just kept going until she chased down the murderer.
Now, you've been, recognized by the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences, the Oscars, and you've also had a film at Sundance as well, for documentaries. What's it like moving into making feature films as opposed to making documentaries, because it was your first one?
A while ago, someone asked me, when are you going to stop with documentaries or branded content, real people stuff? And I love real people because I think people are great. Yeah. But I started realizing you're right. You're right. Fiction is real, and you better take a shot at it, meaning me, or I'll miss the boat. And I was thinking, boy, I'd love to work with actors. I like actors. I've always watched actors and liked them. When I walked in here, I saw these pictures of actors, and it's like, actors are good. Yeah. So I was very happy to do it, and completely at ease.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, I like they're important, the actors, because as I said to you when we were talking aside from now, that actors, they might be in person, you're not sure, they're a little unique, awkward, kind of, it could be even freaky at times, kind of oddballish, or very bright, but yet when they're alone, the camera goes on and they do their thing, it's up to them.
Kevin, you're a very inspirational filmmaker, and it's a pleasure talking with you. Do you have a piece of advice you give to anyone else out there that would like to follow in your footsteps?
Wow. You have to be fearless. You have to be fearless, because everybody tells you no, or maybe, or yeah, well, let's see. And then the hardest part is, where's the money? Yeah. Unless it's a big studio, which I have not done any big studio projects. I have been fortunate to find capital for my projects, my documentaries, everything. But it is very difficult. Mm-hmm. And you don't want to cater to money people to the point where you've exhausted your talent, but yet they're the benefactors. And you can easily say, oh, the heck with them, this and that, but you can't. You need them. They're the angels, much like if you're running a Broadway show, because I have a lot of friends who are writers on, and playwrights, and you need producers and directors on Broadway. And if you don't have the angels, you're in trouble. So, you have to be very open-minded about it.
Yeah, well, I think that's a very good point.
Unless you have a trust fund and you can do it yourself, but unfortunately I don't have it.
Well, you must be a joy to work on set because you're a very positive figure. Like one of your actors said last night, you actually shot this around just after the Hurricane Sandy, and you still came in booming and made this incredible feature film. So, Kevin, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations on Blowtorch, and looking forward to seeing one of your many projects in the future. Thank you.